Good afternoon, good afternoon. Just gonna wait for people to come in. I usually don't go live right off of YouTube, so we'll just wait. I hate going live right off YouTube. I don't really understand it. But, okay, so we'll wait for some people to come in. After last night, I just wanted to come in and check in and talk about a couple of things real quick. It's gonna be a quick live, y'all. Just wait for some people to get in here. Oh well, they can replay it, I guess. If you were here last night and you saw my live about inhale love, exhale hate, and it kind of turned into a mess because people was beefing, and I try not to get involved in people's beef when it doesn't have nothing to do with me. I always want to be a place where people can have a a conversation and you know what I'm saying, like be able to say what they need to say. And I just I still want to be that place. I still want to be the place where people can come in, have a conversation and say what they want to say, have free speech or whatever, but people are going to have to start being more respectful to people that are on panel and stuff because I don't want nobody up there fighting. I'm not trying to be in drama like that. And it hurt my heart to see that kind of drama go down. And, I felt really bad because, people were arguing and I'm sitting there and I don't know what to say because I'm like, I don't want to go back to the old me because that girl, she's dead. She's gone. She's been reborn, so she's not going to come back. But I didn't want to like go and be like, "Hey, you guys, you have to stop," because that's not fair, right? That's not fair. But I don't know if Ruski was just having a bad day or if that's really how he feels or why he has such a hair trigger temper like that. But for him to call me out of my name like that was just, it was not, excuse me, I'm losing my voice today. It was just not, yeah, he really is. Like, that was really rude. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, everybody was just having a good time. We were having fun. And I was telling him, hey, show the ocean. I always love to see the water. And I guess he got triggered because Whitney, was it Whitney? Asked him or said something about him being and flirting with Andrea and stuff like that. And I tease him all the time about that too. It's just a tease. It doesn't mean anything. But nobody needs to go off on anybody. I'm trying, yeah, I'm starting to see that he's got, I don't know if like he was just like I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, you're not a horrible person. You're just having a bad day. But I've seen him like go from 0 to 100 violence and threaten violence on people over nothing. So that's a trait. That's a personality trait. And yeah, I guess it is all women because I've seen him literally treat every woman like that, and that's really gross. So I wanted to get on here and say I apologize to everybody for that drama infested thing, because that's not at all what that show was supposed to be about, and it turned out to be just this drama thing. But I think a lot of things were taken wrong and misunderstood, and that's sad. I don't want that to happen either. Um, I feel bad because, like, what do you do when you like somebody, you're friends with somebody, right? You want to support their channel, right? He was over in Square's chat speaking on you earlier today. Oh yeah, I'll have to go check that out because I'd like to know what he was saying. He was in Square's chat. Well, whatever. I don't really. I mean, you know, I'm not really. I'm not into all that mess. I'm not. I could be, but I'm not gonna do it. But what do you do, like, when you're friends with somebody, you like somebody, you want to support their channel, and then you go over there and somebody's in their chat that they're friends with that cannot stand you. They like hate me because, whatever. And I was like, oh no, I didn't mean to come over here and offend anybody or make anybody feel out of place or whatever. And he's like, you need to call me later, Thindu, so I can tell you what's going on and what's up. And just like it, I felt so bad. Like, did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. And what do you do? Do I just avoid going to Thindu's and, like, supporting him? I completely ignored the person. I didn't even acknowledge them. I just told Thindu, I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody. I'll leave. I'll just watch from the bushes. Just know that I'm watching and that I'm, like, supporting you. And how do you let somebody know that you're watching them and supporting them unless you can comment, right? So I feel like really bad because Thindu was telling me, no, stay. You're welcome here. You're always welcome here. And the more people that, like, said hello to me and stuff like that, the more this person got angry. And I don't want to make them feel out of place. I love them and I wish them nothing but the best. So what do you do? Like, do you guys have any, like, suggestions? Like, we can't all get along, but you can be an adult and move on. Some folks can't let go. See, yeah, and I was like, okay, I'll leave because I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable because of me. Like, I'll come back later. And I don't ever want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. I don't want to disrespect anybody's channel or their chat. And I sure as heck don't want to make this person feel like that. And it made me feel really bad. Yeah, that's really all you can do. I mean, I think I did the right thing. I think I did. And then finally, when they kept going on, and they started getting extremely nasty. So I was just like, okay, you guys, God bless. And I left, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just, yeah. I can't, if I'm going to trigger somebody like that. Hey, Tina, I feel bad for being, like, how do, like, you can't be an adult enough for my presence not to trigger you like that? Come on now. We're adults. Actually, we're middle-aged people. Like, seriously. AARP is going to be banging on my door soon. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it's just like, God, I don't want to do this crap. I don't want to do it. I don't want to make anybody feel bad. Hey, Zach. Hey, Nisaboo. I just don't want to make people feel bad. Like, do you guys ever feel like that? Like, have you ever had that kind of situation where you're just like, oh God, what do I do? Like, do I like just walk away and like, I mean, I know how I would have been. Like, if it had been like 2 months ago, or like maybe a little longer, maybe because about 2 months ago is when I started doing some changes and stuff. You have that issue every day. How do you handle it though? Like, I seriously don't understand. Like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm not trying to make them feel bad. But then again, I mean, I have a right to exist too. And I have friends that you happen to be friends with. So why do I have to be froze out? You know what I'm saying? Like, and why do I have to sit here and take your abuse? I mean, I shouldn't, I guess, but I guess it's just like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, pray on it, and meditate on it, and everything will be good. Like, I'm just going to keep doing me, right? And that's all I can do. I can be an adult and I can say, you know what? It didn't work. It didn't work out, and there was reasons behind it, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter now. I wish this person nothing but the best. I wish them everything in life. They're wonderful. They're a wonderful person, and they deserve all the good things. It just, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't me. It just wasn't me. And I guess what I can say is they can say all the mean stuff that they want to say and just like, I don't know, I'll just like, okay, okay, okay. You know what I mean? Like, what else can you do, right? Or I can go back to being ghetto and I can drag him, but what does that get? Even if I had the heart to do that, what would that get me? What would dragging somebody get me? What would doing anything to prove him wrong or anything like that? What would it get me? Nothing. Would it make me feel good? No. Wanting revenge is of the flesh. I don't want revenge. Definitely get ghetto. It's always the You know what? I'm like half ghetto. I still got a little ghetto with me, but I can't do it. Like, okay, like to get revenge on somebody and like prove them wrong and all that stuff or whatever, right? That would feel so good for a second. And then what would it do? What would it do? Just pour salt in a wound that's already there for both of us, because if he thinks that he's the only one hurting, he's sorely mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But I have moved on. It's I had to. I had to move on. And I wish that, I that things could have been different, but they couldn't. I don't need revenge. Karma always comes through for me. Exactly. It always does. Karma always comes. Karma comes like, you know, you lie to somebody and you do somebody wrong and you hurt people. If you put that out there, then I'm sorry, but God's going to strike you down. And you want to call it karma, God, you call it whatever you want. I know what it is. He will strike you down and he will humble you and give you a taste of your own medicine. And that is 100% facts. I don't want beef with anybody. I've said it before. If you have beef with me, if you hate me, I love you. If you got beef with me, you won. You want to curse me and spit at me and right make vile freaking mean comments about me and mean videos about me. Okay. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. It doesn't. You know? I just felt really bad about that, and I didn't want to upset anybody, and I felt really, really bad about it. I really did. And then earlier today, while I was doing, yes, thank you, please hit the like. When I was doing like all my morning routine and stuff, and then I go to the gym. Yes, I go to the gym. I know that there's this thing out there that says Harlow's fat, and I mean, no, I used to be. I used to get, and I never was growing up. I just got heavy when after my husband died. I gave up. I sure did. I gave up and I ate my feelings. And you know what? It was hell coming to grips with what caused me to get there. And it was hell losing that weight. Losing weight is not hard. Losing weight is the easiest thing in the world, right? It's dealing with what got you there. That's the hardest thing in the world. Because, man, self-awareness is an MFer. Self-awareness is an MFer, and it will slap you. And when I say that I went and I had to go have surgery and stuff like that, I mean, I had to get a tummy tuck. I had loose skin, right? It was disgusting. I had loose skin, and then my boobs looked like 2 tube socks with grapefruits in them, and I had to get my stuff fixed. Like, come on. There's nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, I'm going, and not this Wednesday, obviously, but next Wednesday, because we just passed Wednesday. But next Wednesday, I'm going and talking to a lady about having my lips done again. Because as you age, did you know you lose like your poutiness in your lips? Did you know that? Who needs Halidol? Oh gosh, I don't even know what that is. But I sure as heck don't. Hey, Muxie. But yeah, I had to get my boobs done. I had to get my stomach done. It almost killed me. I got blood clots. And I almost died from it. So yeah, I do not recommend. Get you some Spanx, girl. Just get you some Spanx. Don't even... What is Haldol? What is that? Yes. Oh, girl. That's... Let me tell you something. It is horrible. Like, I called my boobs like Franken titties for like a whole year because the scars, right? They were horrible. I don't need a lobotomy, Mildred, but thank you. I sure as heck don't need a lobotomy. I've already had my mind fixed, thank you. Oh, Bambi gets the lobotomy. I pray for Bambi every night. I know that everybody's like, oh, God, she's a horrible person. And yeah, I believe that she is. And that's why I pray for her every night that One of these days, she's going to realize that she can get on medication and she can live a normal existence, and she wouldn't have that, and she can get clean. She can get off of alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I pray that she gets sober and that she gets on medication that straightens her out. Yeah, your sister does, because let me tell you something. Your weight will kill you before anything else will. It will. And I mean, I have a bad back from an accident, and I have, you know, and see, right, I'm girly, right? So I like to wear heels, I like to dress up and stuff. And when I was heavy, like, I still looked good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I literally posted pictures of me when I was heavy, and I was still, shoot, I was still pretty. I was pretty for, I hate this, I hate the way this sounds. I was pretty for a big girl, but it really is a thing, right? But, like, I mean, like, I would run. Like, when I was thin, like, I would wear heels just every day. And when you get heavy, you can't do that. Now I'm back. Now I'm back to wearing heels all the time, except for when I'm in the gym, of course. And now I have a gym shoe problem because I'm always buying new shoes. Like, I thought I had a lot of heels, and now it's like I have all these gym shoes, and I just, oh, let me try these. Let me try these. No, no, there's no such thing as big boned. I was just big, girl. It was called donuts, girl. It was called donuts. I was eating the wrong food. And plus, on top of that, that we have now, the food that we have now is poison. It is absolute poisonous. And it's so full of preservatives and garbage and junk, and you wouldn't even believe, like, I went down a rabbit hole, like, when I was going through all this stuff. I brought Bambi up in a joke, and Peach. Harlow was replying respectfully. Thank you, Mildred. And Peach, you on the wrong side of the track. Right? I don't know why they're over here, but yeah, I pray for Bambi every night. And Peach, I pray for her every night. And I wish her nothing but the best. I pray that she gets sober. I pray that she gets help. And I pray that well, I pray that something fills her light, fills her soul with light, and gets all the darkness out of her soul, because there is some darkness in that girl's soul, and it needs to be out. She has so much hatred built up in her that she needs, if she would just accept Jesus and just turn her life around and get sober, you would not believe the lady that she would become. You wouldn't believe it. Muggsy, oh my gosh. Muggsy's our bouncer over here. He's gonna bounce these fools. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, when I was doing, like, research, when I was basically, if you try to diet, then you won't lose weight. You have to literally change your whole eating habits. You have to change the way you look at food. You have to look at food not as, like, something that is a pleasurable thing, because food becomes just like sex, it becomes just like drugs. Like, food is a drug, and people get addicted to it, and they eat their feelings because it makes them feel better, right? It's comfort. And so when they do that, that's how they put on all that weight, right? But if you figure out that, hey, food is not for pleasure. Hey, Dina. How are you, sweetheart? And if you figure out that, hey, wait a minute, this is fuel for my body, you will start looking at it differently. And then if you do meal prep and you stay the hell away from fast food, no matter what? Stay the hell away from it. It is disgusting and it will destroy your body. It will destroy your organs. Not only that, but I mean, nobody needs to take. I mean, I'm Southern. I still cook Southern food, but you know what else works is fasting. Like for I will fast until like from 6 o'clock on. I have nothing but water. Nothing. Nothing but water till the next day, till noon the next day. Then I will eat like boneless chicken breast, skinless, boneless, and then I'll have like a steamed vegetable. I'll have fruit on the side. You know what I'm saying? You have to kind of feed your body. Um, in the morning, I have a protein shake. Yeah, don't drink your calories, especially wine. Wine is nothing but sugar, okay? I'm not even kidding. If you want to drink whiskey because whiskey has literally less calories than a banana. Choose wisely, dude. Choose wisely. Yes, you have to be careful with fasting. You have to be careful. So make sure that you do all your research because I am in no way like a professional or anything. I just know it works for me and intermittent fasting, yes, is amazing. It is amazing what it does for your skin, what it does for your body. You would be shocked, right? Because like if you have like me, like I have like dry skin and I wasn't drinking enough, like I was living off of Diet Coke. Oh my god. Oh my god, just to say the word. I can't even drink pop anymore that much because it burns my esophagus. Unless I have like a ton of ice in it and it like melts down in there. It's just like after you take yourself off of like carbonated drinks, for some reason, like don't drink a carbonated drink for like a week or whatever, or 3 days, and then take a sip of one and see if it don't burn you up. Hardest thing I ever did was quit smoking because Ray, I thoroughly enjoyed smoking. Okay, I would light one from another, and I enjoyed smoking menthols. I smoked menthols. I loved it. There was nothing I loved better to take that hit. Oh, it was heaven. I'd come out of the gym back then and I'd take a hit off a cigarette. I just sure did. I sure did, like I'm a freaking idiot. But I quit smoking. I promised my husband I would when he got sick, and I did. And I hate it. And let me tell you something. I broke a whole set of dishes. Okay? But this is how I quit. I took my cigarettes that I had, because I had a carton of cigarettes. I only had like one pack out of them. Took them to my next door neighbor and I gave it to her because they smoked. I took every ashtray, every lighter, everything that had to do with cigarettes, and I threw them in the garbage, except for my Zippos because those were engraved. Me and my husband got two Zippos for each other, engraved for each other, right? I put those away in a keepsake box, put them up in the china cabinet. Then I threw all the ashtrays away, and I had those big old heavy glass ashtrays, you know, the old ones. They could kill somebody, knock somebody over the head with them dang things. And then, whew, it was rough. It was rough. But let me tell you, by the time I got to like the fourth day, I went to open up something in the kitchen. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been a can or something. I don't know. I slung the can opener across the kitchen, and then that felt real good. So I just started throwing dishes, and I mean I was busting them right and left. Boom, boom. And then I started in with glasses. whatever. It got me through. I made it. And when I was done, I sit down, took a nice deep breath. I was like, yeah, that felt pretty good. Now I don't have no dishes to eat on. So now I gotta go buy dishes. Well, yeah, not really, but yeah, okay. I did have anger outbursts. I was quitting smoking. But at that time, I hadn't quit drinking yet. So I took me a good shot of whiskey, calmed the hell down. And then I went and bought me another set of dishes the next day. And then after that, I started shooting my gun. I'd go shoot if I got to like where I had all this pent up frustration and I needed to just like let it out. So I would just go and shoot. And that helped. Once I got past the 2 week mark, I knew I had it licked. Because that's when I started noticing the smell of cigarettes made me sick in my whole house. My whole house smelled like cigarettes. My clothes in my closet smelled like cigarettes. Everything smelled like cigarettes. I had to rewash my clothes. I painted because, like, I took a picture off the wall, and there was no kidding. There was a literal line around the picture. No, honey, I gained weight after my husband died, and that was just that emotional thing. I was never a big girl. I was never skinny though either. I've always been a curvy girl. I've never been a skinny girl. I've always had hips and boobs, and you know what I'm saying. So I've never been skinny, but I've always had a nice shape about me. But I didn't pack on the weight until Michael died. And then I really packed on the weight. But when I quit smoking, I did not gain weight because when I quit smoking, I was actually like I started working out then, but it wasn't nothing big, right? It wasn't nothing like that I was taken to the extreme. Like I'd go do like cardio here and there and stuff like that. But I was still eating garbage. I was still eating garbage. Hey, Express, how are you? Express. I called you Express. Empress. Jeez, oh, Pete. Let me go back and see if I missed anybody. Oh, you should be grateful you never smoked. Yes, menthols. Lord have mercy. And the first menthols I ever started smoking, this is going to kill you. The first menthols I ever started smoking was Cools. I smoked Cools. Can you believe that? That stuff is harsh, okay? That stuff is harsh. Cigarettes aren't good. JM, aren't you supposed to be like in the medical field? Quit telling people that crap. They'll believe it. You goober schnitzel. I'm in the process of quitting now. Empress, have you tried I know that they say that they're bad, but have you tried a vape? Because I had one for like a month. And the juice that I put in mine, it didn't have any nicotine in it. I just needed something in between my fingers and doing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going to say I needed to put something in my mouth because somebody will turn it into a gross thing like I just did, but yeah. But then I had the nicotine free one. I'm not kidding, it was called Buck Naked. And I got it from the cigarette store. And it didn't have any nicotine. I even tried one with nicotine that was too strong. I just needed something that I could use to break that habit, and I lost it, and I didn't even go looking for it. So that's when I knew I was completely done. I was done because I wasn't even sweating it no more. But I chewed gum like a son of a gun. I chewed gum. Whoo, Lord have mercy. I chewed extra gum. I mean, and I chewed gum like I was one of those, those girls that chew gum and they're like, I was ridiculous with it, popping my gum and all that, being all loud. I was stupid with it. I did that for a long time until my jaw started hurting me. But it worked. I mean, I have been smoke free for, oh my God. I'd have to say, I think it's been like 12 years, 13. 12 years maybe. 13, I'm not sure. You can only smoke outside, yeah. I wish I would have done that because I'd have saved myself a whole lot of mess in my house. Oh my God. When I tell you that that was just nasty, it was nasty. I had to wash my walls down and I'd take like one of those mops, those like cheap old mops you get at like the Dollar General and they got like a sponge on them and I like cleaned my walls down with like pine sol before I even, and then had to let them dry completely. And then I went over them with Keels, and then I painted them again, and I was just like, heck no. And turned around and ended up moving, selling it and leaving. The Dollar General. Yes, I know. Everybody always gets tickled at the way I say the Dollar General, but I always have. Everybody always gets tickled about the way I say engines too, because it says I'm trying to say Indians, but I always, if I'm talking like normal and not thinking about it, I'll say engines, like an engine in a car. It's goofy. It's weird. I told somebody the other night that I was last night I was the Temu Dolly Parton. The Dollar General Barbie. Oh, goodness gracious, gracious goodness. It is. It's I'm telling you, once you get past that 2 week mark, you got it licked and you will never go back if you get it. If you get past that 2 week to a month mark where you've quit smoking, you won't pick them up again unless you want to. Now, I can't say something won't happen in your life where it just, completely stresses you out and then you pick them back up. That's happened to people before. Thank God I never did. And I'm going to be honest with you. This Dollar General Barbie over here, the reason why I never did dope or I never tried smoking or nothing like that, pot or anything like that, is because I know how I am. I have one of those addictive personalities, and if it brings me pleasure, I'm going to take it to the max. And that includes everything. That's sex, food. Like, I have to keep that in check. Like I said, self-awareness is an MFer. So if you know that you're like that, you have to keep yourself in check. Like like the color pink. Like everything in my house is pink. My kitchen's pink. Except for my I really, really, really would like to have a pink refrigerator and a pink stove and washer and dryer. But I can't find them. And the ones that I do find are like $6,000 for a refrigerator. You got me effed up. You've thumped your head if you think somebody's going to pay that much for Because I'll go to the freaking Walmarts and I'll roll paint that son of a gun pink if I have to. I've seen it done. I'll do it myself. I don't care. And I'll film it too. I'll put it right on here. You guys can watch me roll paint my freaking washer, dryer, my refrigerator. And y'all be on here like, this crazy bitch is freaking roll painting her stuff pink. Nutty professor woman. I don't care. I'm single. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got anybody like that. This is my house. Everything's for me. Like, I can do that, right? So if I want to paint my front door red and call myself Elizabeth Arden, I will. But I won't do that because I don't want nobody thinking I'm running a whorehouse. Now, I do have a pink front door. My door is like a baby pink, and my shutters are baby pink. I love it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, let me see who I missed. See, I don't like going live right off of YouTube because I can't see comments. I have to go back. I'm in the process of quitting cigarettes now, down to 3 a day. I vape also. And peach. There ain't no way I'd go outside in the cold to smoke a cigarette. Somebody's got me messed up. Oh, you're jumping between two lives? Who else is live? Because I wasn't going to stay on here long. I just wanted to come on here and get somebody's advice on that because I felt so bad. Honey, I don't have a community. This is Harlow verse. I'm a community of one. And anybody else that wants to be over here. I'm just me. I don't really belong in a community. But is that ducks? Sorry, there's a bunch of ducks flying over my house and they were loud as hell. They were loud as hell, y'all. Did you hear them ducks? Damn. I did, though. I felt bad because I did not want to make him uncomfortable. And I didn't want to bring drama to Theme Dudes. And I just felt so bad. Oh, okay. Well, I don't care if anybody snipes me. Sniping me don't bother me. Because, ask Paula. Paula sniped me, and I went over there. I'd go over to Paula's and just, and I'd get into I'd go to my own snipe. I'd go into the comments and be like, hey, what's up, y'all? I don't care. I'm not saying no names. It's just somebody that we have mutual friends with, and this person hates me, and he hates when anybody that he's friends with likes me and talks to me, and he was saying some pretty nasty things, and I stayed silent. I just told Thing Dude that I was like, right, yeah. But I don't wish anything bad on him. I still love him. I hope that he, I wish nothing for him but happiness and all the good stuff in life. And I've said that a million times. I'll keep saying it. I don't care what bad stuff he says about me. I don't care. He says the most horrible things about me. Okay. I get people sending me messages all the time that he's saying this about you and he's saying this about you. And I was like, I know. I don't care. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, no, 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 no. No, it's not about Ruski. I think Ruski was on one last night. I don't know if he said that out of just anger and he didn't mean it or what, because Ruski's never actually spoke to me like that, so I was actually kind of shocked. Oh, hell no, that's not ducks, that's geese. What the hell? No, I'm not gonna go in on nobody. That's not my thing. I refuse. Oh, yeah. Hey, Judge. The topic is how you quit coming over to my lives, and now that you're coming back, I'm going to tie you up and make you stay here and feed you scotch. What do you think about that? I'm only going to feed you steak and scotch. That way you can't leave. Who blocked you? I never blocked you. Tell you something you guys already don't know. I'm wearing purple panties today. Y'all don't know that. You do now. I bet y'all thought they were pink, huh? Yeah, see that? See that stuff right there? You didn't see that coming, did you? And Judge, I ain't feeding you the 20-year-old scotch neither. You're going to have to get the cheap stuff for a while. But no, babe, I never blocked you. So whoever blocked you, to heck with them. I never would have ever blocked you. Ever. Never in a billion years would I have blocked the Judge. But if you got blocked, I am so sorry about that. Oh, I know. If some Okay, so like if somebody actually might have been of the male gender and they said, "Hey Harlow," they were blocked. Chad, you got a what? You don't do the cheap scotch. Well, guess what? You ain't gonna have no choice because you're gonna be tied up. You ain't gonna be allowed to go nowhere. I'm gonna bury your drawers in the front yard too, so you can't leave. Excuse me, my God. I took a drink. I took a drink. It went down the wrong way. Sorry. He blocked you. $51.51. Y'all are crazy. Y'all crazy as hell. I believe it's gonna rain. What kind of scotch you drink, Judge? You drink that 20-year-old scotch? It's like $300, $400, $500 a bottle. You and my friend would get along. He drinks nothing but extremely, extremely expensive scotch. And he wears nothing but extremely fine jewelry, drives a Jag. He's- and and his hero when he was growing up was Ric Flair. Aren't you a singer? Belt out the tune for us, Dolly Parton. Hell no. I wouldn't do you that. I wouldn't do that for. I sing in church. I sing karaoke, but I wouldn't. A hymn, like an old one, like the highway hymns. That's what we sing in my church. We sing the old hymns. They're starting to bring in more contemporary Christian music, and I don't know what to think about it because it's like I wasn't raised on it, so it's just like sing us a church song for Jesus. Maybe some other time. Jesus don't want to hear me sing right now. Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to ask him if that's the kind of scotch he drinks because I don't know it. I just know that it comes in a really, really fancy container. And I have to ask. He smokes his cigar and he drinks his scotch and he's always got his Rolex on. I swear to God, he's the coolest guy ever. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I've been on here like an hour. So I'll see you later. Bye.